Hi everyone, welcome here at our panel discussion on studying theology at Stellenbosch University, or like we call ourselves Marties here at Stellies. You'll get the lingo, but a warm welcome to everyone. And today we've got an exciting panel here that will discuss what it means to be a student in Stellies, or what does it mean to be a Martie. Now, the Faculty of Theology where we are gathering here also has another name, and sometimes we call it the Kweek. But I'm not going to explain to you what that means, but this is just different ways in which we relate to ourselves. Let me start with our panel here. We've got our student leaders here, and they will introduce themselves. So I'm going to start with Unati.
Hello everyone, my name is Unatim Kangala and I am a second year BTH student. I am currently the chairperson of the Theological Student Committee. I was born in Joburg and yeah.
We also have Sisipo, and she will tell us where she is from and what she is currently studying.
Hi everyone, my name is Sisipo Vidboy. I am from a small town called Jeffreys Bay. I am currently doing my second year in BTH General, and I am the vice chairperson of the TSC.
All right, now let's dive into the discussions. Now you know who we are, but perhaps I didn't tell you who I am. My name is Reginel. I'm a professor here at Stellenbosch University in a subject called Missiology, and I am the dean of the faculty. Now the dean means I am the head of the faculty. Stellenbosch University have 10 faculties, and the Faculty of Theology is one of the 10 faculties. But now, Unati, what inspired you to come and study at Stellenbosch University? I mean, there are other places. It could be nice places in Joburg, Pretoria, even Durban. What inspired you to come and study at Stellenbosch?
So initially, when I wanted to pursue theology, I had no prior information of what the subject entails or what it is about. So after an intentional time of prayer and seeking God's guidance about where I should do, what I should do and where I should be, I felt like God was leading me to study theology, specifically here at the University of Stellenbosch, because for me, I had other options. I had few acceptance letters from different institutions. So to answer your question, my choice to come and study theology at the University of Stellenbosch was divinely inspired.
And I love the way that you reflected on it, you thought about it, you prayed about it. It was not just, let me just throw it all out there. And I think it's important that we, as you decide on what you want to do, reflect on it, pray about it, speak to different people in your life about it that speak life into your life as well. Some people might have other motivations. Sisipo, what was your motivation, to come to study at Stellenbosch University?
Funny enough, Dean, mine as well was divine intervention, because mine was prophesied by my apostle. I remember when the prophecy came, they said that I'm going to be accepted to the university I do not like. And I was like, okay, that's clear as day, because that's Stellenbosch. And I just didn't like Stellenbosch at that time. I do not know why, but it was the one university I just wanted to stay away from. Yeah, definitely. So when I received my provisional letter, I was very happy actually, because I started watching the videos of Marties 101, and I saw how Prof was talking to Dr. Madon, and I remember Dr. Madon saying that Stellenbosch University is one of the best, especially theology, like theology is one of the best here in South Africa. And I was like, oh wow, God is actually so great, because I wasn't just accepted to any university, but he sent me to Stellenbosch with the fact that, my girl, I want the best for you. So yeah.
So these videos and these ways in which maybe you are watching it now, it does make a difference in your decision to come to Stellies and to come and study, and also to pursue God's calling upon your life, right? But maybe Sisipo referred to, the perceptions that we might have had of Stellenbosch. Can we talk about that? What do you think Unati, with the misconceptions that people often have of Stellenbosch that have changed since you came here?
I think one perception that always sticks to people's mind is that there's a lot of racism. Of course, there is to a certain degree, but as a person who's not used to being around a lot of white people, and I've never experienced such a thing, but instead I feel like Stellenbosch University is just a big community of students who love each other and we support each other. And yeah, for me, that's just it. I feel like our university is fostering an environment where everyone feels safe, and yeah.
I love what you said. You know, racism is everywhere. You know, we experience it in our hometowns. We experience it often, you know, in people's responses to who we are. But the question is, how do I respond to that? Do I allow that to continue to shape my life? What were the misconceptions, Sisipo, that you or other people might have of Stellies that changed when you came here?
Misconceptions of Stellenbosch University. I think the big one is racism, because as a girl that comes from a small community where you are only open to a certain type of people, you are then allowed in this community, this big community, where you do not actually know how to react when a certain thing happens. So racism could be one. But if anything, a misconception is definitely the fact that black people are actually recognized. When you come to Stellenbosch, you as a black person, first of all, you think that, okay, no, I am just going to be a black person in the class and I'm not going to have anything to do with anything. Look at us now. We are student leaders in positions and we are black. So I think that's another thing that has changed, especially in our faculty. Like, you can see a lot of diversity and inclusivity with how racism has developed and how people just accept one another now. So yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we are all living in a diverse community. You know, there's a lot of, you know, different kinds of people with different backgrounds that we constantly interact with. And then, like I said earlier, the question is, how do we develop the skills to be able to live in this diverse community? Now, if you talk about theology, and specifically the subject matters, what kind of support systems are currently in place in this faculty, the Faculty of Theology, that you can share with these prospective students? Unati?
Okay, so the one that I know of is the Center for Counseling and Student Development. It provides career advices, counseling, and it does do workshops on time management, how to manage your time as a student, and many of like, and here in our faculty theology, we do have the chapel, which helps with, because we are a community that studies about God, and I'm sure a person would want to thrive academically but also grow spiritually. So our faculty fosters a space where students can thrive academically and both spirit and grow on their faith. We have the chapel where we have the chaplain who helps the students with counseling and that sort of stuff. So yeah.
In general, I think student leaders are out there to support the students. But yes, in our faculty we have the chaplain for now pastoral care. I think we also have like MTH students and students that are just doing pastoral care that are ready to help students that need that help. So I think for us, we are very like bevoorrecht to have these type of people in our lives that are just so easy to access to help us. So yes.
Yeah, wonderful. You are bevoorrecht. You know, it's privilege, you know, to have these services. And often we take it for granted, but in other faculties it doesn't necessarily exist. Pastoral service, support services, etc. Thank you for that. Now, if I want to study theology, what can I do after I'm done with my degree? Must I become now a pastor? Is that my only pathway, Unati? What are your plans? I mean, what are the possibilities that exist after completing a degree in theology?
So, Dean, that's where the Bachelor of Theology general, the general stream comes in. If you're, for example, if you're a student that is interested in doing psychology after, the BTH general stream allows you to take elective modules from other departments that allows you to go into that specific department. So with me, honestly, I am planning to stay in the faculty. Yes, so that's my plan. So yeah, there are many things that you can, for example, I know a few students who are interested in doing PGCE after their postgrad. So the BTH General allows you to take elective modules like English, so that allows you to take the PGCE after your degree in theology. So yeah.
The BTH General allows you, like Unati said, to do subjects in other departments, in other faculties. And then you can do the PGCE, which is a postgraduate certificate in education. If you have your PGCE, then you can go and teach. But you can also go and do a postgraduate certificate in sustainable development or law, what some students also do. Others go and do a postgraduate certificate in journalism. And in that way, they end up being journalists. What are your plans, Sisipo, after completing your degree here? I know that Unati is going to go on postgraduate studies in theology and maybe one day become a researcher or a lecturer traveling the world. What are your plans?
So after my undergraduate, I'm definitely pursuing my honors in theology. Then after that, I'm going to do my master's in pastoral counseling, because I'm going to specialize in that. I'm definitely hoping to do that. So I'm going to be a pastoral counselor when I'm done with everything. But what others can pursue, we don't only have BTH General, we have BTH Youth Work, where we also just focus with the youth, and we have BDiv, which is now just focuses on the churches and people that want to be leaders. So yeah, I think, yeah.
So there are a number of possibilities. Some want to do a BTH General and explore possibilities for postgraduate studies, like our students here said. Maybe I want to go into education, journalism, or into law, or business. Other students, they focus on youth work, and they are third stream. Thanks, Sisipo, for sharing with us. They want to do the BDiv track. And those are the students that eventually become pastors. They study Greek and Hebrew, they go and do a master's in divinity, and eventually they are licensed by the churches to be ministers of the word. Now, you've been here on campus, and maybe you want to share with our prospective students some tips, on surviving here on Mati campus. Tips for success, small little things that they can do, to make their life meaningful here in Stellenbosch.
First of all, attend your welcoming programs. All of them. Welcoming program, be it a CSC or your Res 1, attend it because you're going to make friends. That's one way to survive in love, to be with friends. And then also the most important one is to attend your welcoming program for your faculty welcoming, because that now also equips you with how to then navigate the year when you go into it. Another thing, go to classes, to all your classes. Go to them, because if you miss one lecture, you're gonna be lost. And some of the lecturers don't send they don't share their PowerPoints. So now you can't also ask your friends, because some of them just don't want to. Definitely safety as well. Also, always walk in groups and just be attentive of your surroundings, because even though our campus looks very safe, we have had incidences where it wasn't that safe. So yeah,
I think definitely time management. You should know how to manage your time wisely. And I think also, as a student, it's very important to know why you're here. As much as you're here to build relationships with friends and all of that, to grow your social life, but you need to know why you're here, and you're here to study. So prioritize your studies. Yes. And yeah.
There you heard it, right? Attend the welcoming week, classes, Be safe, walk in groups, move in groups, and importantly, time management. Prioritize. This is why I'm here. Yes, you will meet a lot of friends, wonderful friends, friends for life perhaps, but the priority is your academics. All right, I want to ask you, if you could share with our prospective Matis, the Matis, the class of 2026, just one fun fact of the Queer, of the Faculty of Theology here. My fun fact would be that, of course, we've got the most beautiful buildings on campus. Yeah, I mean, this is a wonderful space, and it's a beautiful space. You will love it here. But what is your fun facts of Faculty of Theology here at Stellenbosch?
Dude, I think one I can think of right now is that we have a chapel and we rub shoulders with pastors and ministers. I think that's the only one I can think of right now.
Mine is the free books section. I love it so much because I can just go to the free book section in our faculty and go get books anytime. And it's literally knowledgeable books. I don't think many people know about it though. So there's a lot of books still there. So I go every once a week and just go check what new books the library tossed out. And yeah, so for me it's that. And we have our annual yearly Queek Bazaar. It's lots of fun. And then we celebrate the life of Professor Russell Botman in our faculty. He was a former lecturer in our faculty and then later on became the vice chancellor.
Wonderful. These are little fun facts of the Faculty of Theology, but we can only tell you about it. You gotta come and experience it. So with these words, I want to thank Unati and Sisipo. Baie dankie. Thank you very much, for sharing these thoughts and ideas and also tips for you coming to Stellenbosch. We are excited. We're preparing, for your welcoming. Be there or be square.